position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams relying on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his line. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff movement, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, but they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Holds it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense at the gates. Some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man, makes the grab. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Slippery slide, finding his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas.
To go downfield, you saw it right there. They've recruited well, they've got playmakers, they're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take the knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
yards, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Longhorns had their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. And how easy was that for this offense? Tight end just wide open on the outside.
And Reese, one thing, I know this defense is concerned with all the speed offensively they've got at the wideout position, but you can't forget about the tight end. There's no way that guy should be that wide open on the perimeter of the field.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's Miles. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Longhorns are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. That running back looks as if he'd be at home in the receiver room with that footwork along the sideline.
Yeah, Reese, this defense is going to have their hands full because this is a complete running back. He's not good just blocking or running with the football, but he can catch it as well.
Power football with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you've got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're setting up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. To try to get him going there.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Let's go! Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown! No standing in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Some work, but there's also no time to waste. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams. Both with 11 blemish records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference, of college football, you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Set, ready. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Right down the middle. Ran downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Let's go, let's go. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute well.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Gets rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
So now it's second and long.
Here we go, here we go.
He might want another play. And back to the air on second down. Finds the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
Here we go, sack. Kill.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Used the play fake. Now the throw. Floating away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down.
Football 7. Football 7. Come on, sack.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Got it?
Gonna look downfield again. Fires deep toward the end zone.
Social media post in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. TCU looked less like a pack of frogs and more like a group of lone warriors. This team almost always plays tough in front of its home fans, and today they found a way outside of Carter Stadium. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connor's keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option holding the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And now on second down for this offense.
Here we go, here we go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Line getting set on second down.
6 remain, 6 remain. Dip 3 soda.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Okay, great.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on third. Quickly out to tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Satellite.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10.
Militaries.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Miles. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
Music note. Music note. Hey.
From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. He lets it fly. Touchdown, Longhorns! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives things you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. It's caught. And once he found open space, the band might as well stop playing.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job. They continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half in this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch. Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
The aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Military stun! Military stun!
Motion from the back. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Cool, 18. Cool, 221 wing. 221 wing. What do you do?
They're going to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Canes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession, and I'm going piece by piece. This is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Hey, ready.
The give to the tailback. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pulls it in on the right. Open spaces. Touchdown, Texas. Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's looking to throw. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Barker. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
Set, ready.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Charcoal.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
Creates a little room. Oh, what a move. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. A little release to the back. Turning it on.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down.
Let's go, let's go. Football 7, football 7. Hey, finish, finish. Ready, set.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the punishment has been extended. Follow the line. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Working the middle, it's complete. Flying down the left side. And they eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Coming out with it, it's Barker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. change this route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Using his feet. Ball in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got away from trouble and got rid of him. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, the ball's incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with a pass. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, in critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because...
Intercepted! They were backing their line and they stopped it.
Really nice job there on the defense, because I think they baited the QB trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered.
27.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Uncorks one. It's complete.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Ready, ready.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the scramble. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Texas.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Canes are rolling down the field.
Hey, travel! Travel!
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Brings up second down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Looking down the middle. Working that right side. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Motion from the wide receiver. And the Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He'll start this drive firing. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Finds man on the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
High the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at 48.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line, they knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got it in the middle, it's Miles. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Thanks to grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. And I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.